take it toe to toe. I've been doing everything you've been doing, but I'm really doing more. I'm about to explode. You gon' need someone to hold me. They cannot hold me, yeah. Slowly, ain't no more taking it slowly, yeah. Holy, you're dealing with something that's holy, yeah. Hold me, I need somebody to hold me. Nothing's for certain, but this I know. Life is but moments that come and go. Tomorrow may never come, but the memories live on. Be strong, don't cry when I'm gone. This life is a path to infinity.
The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Miami Dolphins and the Detroit Lions. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. They'll start on the ground with Swift. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. This defense for the Dolphins, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Goff on 3rd down. He's airing it out for Williams. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Detroit. When you think of guys that are built to be big-arm quarterbacks, Jared Goff, he fits that mold, and he showed it off right there. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. to end. The Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down on the play by Aiden Hutchinson.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. The first carry for the North Texas man, it's Jeff Wilson.
And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's in.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going down. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Tua going to throw. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up the 3rd down. Charles already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Tua. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
A run for the first time with Myles Gaskin. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. And in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Goff now to throw. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tua. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Off play action. Here's Goff. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory down at the 31. Now Goff taps this forward. That's a jet sweep. The Lions at 1-5, really struggling here to start the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. Again, Goff. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 on the way to the 3. 23 yards on the play.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Perry. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. So that now back-to-back drive CD that have ended with an interception.
Now, I don't know about you, but I'd call my quarterback over, put an arm around him, and say, hey, take a look at the scoreboard. We're playing with a lead. Let's be smarter about what we're doing out there.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Looking to pass. Tua. And this is going to be incomplete.
But they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Tua forced out to his left. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a 1st down.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a 1st down.
That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tua. This is caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points.
That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jamison Williams
with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Lions have moved out in front.
Extra point attempt to come here. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
Tua's throws taken in by Waddle. Finding room at midfield.
The 30, 10, 5, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Jalen Waddle
with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Off play action. Perry. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Out of the gun, Goff. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit.
Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. That one going to be caught by his running back, Gaskin. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To throw again on second down.
Tua. Open man is Waddle, complete.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And this is going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
Tua on fourth down.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Mike Hughes. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it.
That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
So fourth down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit.
From the left hash, this from 46. The kick by Sanders is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
A final shot before break here. Goff. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles around the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Tua. And his throw here is incomplete.
He was looking for Jalen Waddle there.
And it's 3rd and 4.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Tua going to throw. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 37. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down by big Levi Onwuzurike.
Early down stuff to put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings
brings up third down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Here's Tua. Touchdown! Mike Gesicki, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that gives them a 3-point lead.
Lions 21.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
To throw is Goff.
And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Goff on third down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit.
Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Dolphins will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Lions 21.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Channing Tindall. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
That's Aiden Hutchinson. He was determined to blow that play up, and he sure did.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Now Tua on the bootleg here. He'll buy some time right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And now here is another interception.
Nick Needham picks it off. And the Dolphins are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
From the 35 on second down, Tua. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Alexander Johnson. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
After the interception, here's Goff. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. To throw on 2nd and 10. Goff. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Goff. Looking deep here for Ebron. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. Fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Got a man. It's Waddle, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So they'll, of course, decline the pass interference there and wisely take the yardage.
And I think defensively he's saying, I was getting away with that in the first half. Why are you making that call now? But to me, That one was pretty easy to see. I don't understand what he's upset about. I think it was the correct call.
Tua going to hand this to Gaskin. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. Following the fumble recovery, Goff. Connecting here with Chark on the out route. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A good start there on first down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
On 2nd and inches, Goff. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The Lions on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Javon Holland, and the Lions are right back in this football game. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. That's going to be caught. And in for the Lions touchdown. Eric Ebron, 29 yards. And the Lions have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a 1-score game in the 4th.
Jeff Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. So the completion good for just 3. And a 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Tagovailoa. And that will be incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate the quarterback. When there's extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
Goff. And he fires one incomplete. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Now it's Goff.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Now Goff.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by Javon Holland.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Jason Sanders,
Part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick-6 on the other side, and now they get a pick-6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick-6 from earlier in this game?
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw, Goff. And that one drops to the ground, incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds, 19 left.
If this offense can't get it done, they'll think back to just a few plays and say to themselves, this was a winnable game and we let it get away. Still a chance to save it, but time's definitely running out.
Throwing on third, Goff. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Here we go on fourth. Goff. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And you've got to say, CD, it was the